The Windy City is about to get windier, Bulls fans. Draymond Green, the heart of the Warriors dynasty, is bringing his defensive prowess and championship DNA to Chicago. Is this the move that finally puts the Bulls back on top? Buckle up, because the NBA just got a whole lot more interesting. Welcome to Chicago Bulls News, your go-to source for the latest updates on the Windy City's favorite team. We've got you covered with breaking news, trade rumors, and in-depth analysis of everything Bulls. From United Center to the front office, we're bringing you the inside scoop. Hit subscribe and let's talk Bulls basketball. That's right, folks. The rumors are true, and it's time to get hyped. The Chicago Bulls have just pulled off what might be the biggest move of the offseason, acquiring four-time NBA champion and defensive mastermind Draymond Green from the Golden State Warriors. This is not a drill, people. Draymond Green is coming to the Windy City. Before we break down what this means for our beloved Bulls, let's take a moment to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Trust me, you won't want to miss our in-depth coverage of this game-changing acquisition and all the Bulls news coming your way. Now, let's talk about the man of the hour. Draymond Green. A name that strikes fear into the hearts of opposing offenses and sends shivers down the spines of anyone foolish enough to challenge him in the paint. For those of you who've been living under a rock, here's a quick refresher on what makes Draymond such a force to be reckoned with. Green is a 6'6" power forward with a 7'1" wingspan, but don't let those measurements fool you. This man plays like he's 7 feet tall on defense. He's a four-time NBA All-Star, a four-time NBA champion, and get this, he's been named to the NBA All-Defensive Team 7 times. 7. Oh, and did I mention he won the Defensive Player of the Year award in 2017? Yeah, this guy is the real deal. But Jake, you might be asking, why would the Warriors let go of such a crucial piece of their championship puzzle? Well, my friends, that's where things get interesting. The Warriors are in a bit of a transition phase, looking to retool around their aging core of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. They've got some young talent they want to develop, and Green's massive contract was becoming a bit of an albatross. Enter our savvy Bulls front office. They saw an opportunity and pounced like Draymond on a loose ball. The exact details of the trade are still being ironed out, but early reports suggest the Bulls are sending a package centered around future draft picks and young talent to the Warriors. A steep price? Perhaps. But for a player of Green's caliber and experience, it might just be the steal of the century. Now, let's talk about what this means for our Chicago Bulls. We've been a team on the cusp of greatness for a while now. We've got the offensive firepower with Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan. We've got the up-and-coming talent in Patrick Williams and Ayo Dosunmu. What we've been missing is that defensive anchor, that vocal leader who can tie it all together and push us over the edge. Enter Draymond Green. This man is like a coach on the floor. His basketball IQ is off the charts. He sees plays developing before they happen, and he's constantly communicating with his teammates, making sure everyone is in the right position. This is exactly what our young Bulls squad needs. But it's not just his on-court presence that's going to make a difference. Draymond brings a winning mentality, a championship pedigree that's going to permeate through the entire organization. This guy knows what it takes to win at the highest level, and you can bet he's going to demand nothing less from his new teammates. Let's look at some numbers to really drive home what Green brings to the table. Last season with the Warriors, Draymond averaged 8.5 points, 7.2 rebounds, and 6.8 assists per game. But here's where it gets really interesting. He also averaged 1.0 steals and 0.8 blocks per game. And these stats don't even begin to capture his true impact on defense. Green's defensive versatility is unmatched. He can guard all 5 positions effectively, allowing the Bulls to switch everything on defense without worrying about mismatches. His ability to read offenses and make split-second decisions is going to revolutionize our defensive schemes. Now, imagine Draymond Green in practice with our young guys. Picture him taking Patrick Williams under his wing, showing him the finer points of help defense and rotations. Imagine him pushing Ayo Dosunmu to be more vocal on the court, to take charge and direct traffic. This is the kind of veteran leadership that can accelerate the development of our young core and turn potential into production. But let's address the elephant in the room. Yes, Draymond Green comes with some baggage. He's known for his fiery personality, his tendency to pick up technical fouls, and his occasional on-court outbursts. Some might see this as a red flag, but I see it as a feature, not a bug. The Bulls have been criticized in recent years for lacking that killer instinct, that edge that separates good teams from great ones. Draymond brings that in spades. His passion, his intensity, his refusal to back down from any challenge, these are qualities that can light a fire under a team and push them to new heights. Let's not forget, the Bulls showed flashes of brilliance last season. We had stretches where we looked like legitimate contenders. But we also had periods where we struggled, especially on the defensive end. Our defensive rating of 111.8 ranked us 5th in the Eastern Conference, which isn't bad, but it's not championship level either. With Draymond anchoring our defense, expect that number to improve significantly. And it's not just about the stats. Green's presence is going to make everyone around him better defensively. He's going to hold his teammates accountable, push them to give maximum effort on every possession. And let's talk playoffs, folks. Because that's where Draymond Green really shines. This man has 148 playoff games under his belt. He knows what it takes to perform when the lights are brightest. For a Bulls team that's been struggling to make deep playoff runs, this kind of experience is invaluable. Now, I know some of you out there might be skeptical. You might be thinking, Jake, Draymond is 33 years old. Is he past his prime? Can he still contribute at a high level? To that, I say, absolutely. Green's game has never been about athleticism or scoring in bunches. It's about intelligence, positioning, and effort. These are qualities that age like fine wine. Just look at what he did in the Warriors' championship run in 2022. He was still a key piece of that team, still making game-changing plays on both ends of the floor. And now, he's coming to Chicago with a chip on his shoulder, ready to prove that he's still one of the best defenders in the league. So, what does our lineup look like with Draymond in the mix? Well, we've got a few options. We could go with a starting five of Lonzo Ball, once he's healthy, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Patrick Williams, and Draymond Green. That's a lineup with scoring, playmaking, and now, elite defense. Or, we could bring Draymond off the bench as a sixth man, using him to anchor our second unit and close out games. The flexibility he provides is going to give Coach Billy Donovan so many options to work with. Before we wrap up, I want to hear from you, Bulls Nation. What do you think about this blockbuster trade? Are you excited to see Draymond in a Bulls jersey? How far do you think we can go with him on the team? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get a discussion going. That's all for now, folks. But trust me, we'll be covering every aspect of this Draymond Green acquisition in the coming days and weeks. From his first practice with the team to his debut game, we'll be bringing you all the latest updates. Don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell to stay up to date with all things Chicago Bulls. Remember, Bulls Nation, we run with the Bulls.